JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man arrested after shooting at woman in St. James. The police have arrested 20-year-old Tyson Reed in connection with an incident which occurred in his community of Rose Heights in St. James. Reed has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and shooting with intent. The police said that about 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday, October 6, Reed allegedly went to the complainant's home and opened gunfire at her. The complainant managed to escape and made a report to the police. On Monday, October 26, Reed was apprehended during an operation carried out at his home. He was subsequently pointed out and was charged. His court date is being finalized. Man flees cops, leaving bag with gun behind. A team of officers assigned to the St. James Police Division seized one 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 18 rounds of ammunition during an operation on Market Street, Montego Bay, St. James on Thursday. Reports from the Barnett Street Police are that about 12:15 p.m., lawmen were on an operation in the area when they saw a man with a bag in his hand acting in a manner that aroused their suspicion. On seeing the police, he reportedly dropped the bag and ran. The bag was retrieved and the firearm and ammunition found. No one was arrested in connection to this seizure. Investigations continue. Westmoreland couple turns home into school. Camille and Garnet Foster, a couple from Bullet Tree in Petersfield, Westmoreland, has opened their home to children, providing them with educational opportunities. More than 20 children gather at the Foster's home daily to log onto the internet and gain access to their online classes. The children who you see here do not have access to internet connection at their homes, and the fact that my home has Wi-Fi, I invite them over, open my Wi-Fi connection, and allow them all to use it to get their schoolwork done, Camille said. The children will wear masks and observe other COVID-19 control protocols, such as physical distancing and hand washing, also benefit from free tuition from the couple. My husband and I notice that most of the children are not at the stage where they should be, so we are also assisting them with their schoolwork, Camille Foster added. The Fosters say they have been assisting children in their community since the first week of September. When my husband and I started out on the venture, it was just a few parents and the children, but since then it has grown into a complete classroom with over 25 children, Camille said. My husband, who the kids calls principal, is an accountant by profession, but since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, he lost his job and has been forced to stay at home. And as for myself, I'm just a simple housewife who is a mother of 4 children, and they too are a part of the homeschooling, she added. Schools across the island were closed to face-to-face instructions since March, shortly after Jamaica recorded its first 2 cases of COVID-19. Schools resumed in October, but without face-to-face interactions. The government has been distributing printed lessons to students and teachers, and the students are now required to log on to online classes. Camille said the parents in Bullet Tree are excited, and they often come over to her house to assist in any way they can. She said there's one parent who cooks lunch for the children as her contribution to the project. Parents in Bullet Tree said that they are very happy with what the Fosters are doing for their children. "Me can't tell you how me feel right now," one parent, who gave her name as Andrea, said. "Camille are the best. When school fail, we pity them. She's the one who never fail we, and everybody in a Bullet Tree thank her and her husband." The Ministry of Education has announced that 17 schools across the island will open their doors next Monday under a 2-week pilot to see how they manage in a COVID-19 environment. Chantilly Primary School in Westmoreland will be among them. Jamaica records 46 new cases of COVID-19, no deaths. Jamaica recorded 46 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, bringing the total of cases to 9,472. The country's death toll remains at 218, as no new virus-related deaths were recorded. The ministry also recorded 2 coincidental deaths, one of which was previously listed as under investigation. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, There are currently 4,249 active cases of the virus across the island. Of the 46 new cases, there were 18 males and 28 females, with ages ranging from 8 to 72 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine 13, St. James 13, Kingston and St. Andrew 9, St. Anne 4, Westmoreland 2, St. Mary 2, Hanover, Portland, and Trelawney each recorded 1. The country also recorded 77 recoveries, which brings the total number of recoveries to 4,878. PM urges parents not to send sick children to face-to-face classes. With face-to-face classes scheduled to resume on a pilot basis at 17 schools next week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness is imploring parents to keep sick children at home. If someone else's child is ill, the likelihood is that your child could get ill. So if you're ill yourself as a parent, if your child is ill, then you have to ensure that based upon the Disaster Risk Management Act and the orders in that act, that you don't send an ill child to school, the Prime Minister said. I use the term ill because if it is any flu-like symptoms, you should err on the side of caution and do not send that child to school. Get medical attention before you venture out, because we know that there are some parents who will just carry the child to the school gate, leave the child and take off, he pointed out. The Prime Minister was addressing a ceremony for the handover of devices under the Tablets in Schools program at Drews Avenue Primary and Infant School in St. Andrew. He reminded parents that they play an integral part in ensuring that students and teachers at the schools their child attend remain healthy, and urged the Education Minister to engage the parents during the pilot exercise to ensure that they are cognizant of their roles. I'm sure that when you're going to the pilot, you'll be putting in measures to ensure that the parents are properly informed and that they are part of the pilot exercise, he said. The 17 schools across 9 parishes, with approximately 6,000 students, will offer in-person classes from November 9 to 20 under the 2-week pilot program. Mount Salem Police Station to get $45 million upgrade. The community of Mount Salem in St. James, a section of which has been under a zone of special operations ZOZO for the past 3 years, is to get a state-of-the-art police station as the security initiative winds down. This was revealed on Wednesday by Omar Sweeney, Managing Director of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, which has been handling the social intervention aspect of the ZOZO, which was first instituted in September 2017 and has been extended several times since. We'll be signing the contract for the upgrade of the police station this month at a cost of roughly $45 million, Sweeney said. He said that the new facility will have a citizen-friendly design that will allow civilians to enter the police station without being exposed to the armory of the police. You can walk in there and not see a bunch of guns and be ushered into a consultation room that will present a certain level of confidentiality, said Sweeney. We have integrated all of that into the design aspect. This is not only for the citizens, it is also for the hard-working policemen and women who have been clamoring for that. 2 years ago, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF scrambled to effect repairs to the police station, which was ordered closed by the St. James Public Health Department, which had deemed the facility unfit for human habitation. Among the issues cited were an overflowing of sewage on the compound, evidence of rodent infestation, and the generally poor condition of the facility. When the ZOZO was first declared in Mount Salem, based on crime statistics that turned out to be inaccurate, residents took strong objection to the move, saying the community was being unfairly targeted. However, they have since embraced the initiative, especially after the social intervention aspect started with road repairs, the replacement of zinc fencing with concrete walls, and a project to help residents acquire birth certificates, passports, taxpayer registration numbers, and other documents needed to conduct business. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.